Well, look at where we are. What is up, folks? Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the show here at Esports Talk. If you want to check out our first two videos describing the details and the initial beginnings of this gigantic match fixing and cheating allegation towards a CIS team during a major qualifying event, which frustrated a lot of people out there. Not just s1mple, not just Navi coach Blade, who said, by the way, this team was 100% cheating, but 15 CIS teams signing an open letter to Valve to investigate and accusing Team Akuma of cheating. Well, the ESIC has now also responded. A few other details if you guys want a brief TLDR. s1mple was suspicious. Navi coach said 100% cheating. Those 15 teams opening up what would hope to be a future investigation against Team Akuma, who one of their players, Sensei, did respond denying everything. He was frustrated because when they came up out of nowhere and beat some top teams in the world like Navi and Virtus Pro, he wanted everyone to know that they were prepared very well to face tier 1 teams, and they were felt disrespected because they beat those tier 1 teams out of nowhere, and people immediately accused them of using some sort of radar hack, looking away for some additional information, so on and so forth, to which even betting sites like Paramatch, they actually refunded all of their bets for those matchups that Akuma won because they were suspicious. And now we have the ESIC posting their response. They have not been given jurisdiction to go on for a full investigation, but they have recommended to Valve and other tournament organizers to not allow the Akuma roster to play for the time being when a majority of their roster is present because of the suspicious findings of this roster. In the report, they state ESIC has received evidence via its global suspicious betting alert network known as S-band that the CEO of Project X, the team which Akuma roster emerged from, that's being Alexander, I can't say his last name, has an active CSGO betting account and has placed numerous bets on highly suspicious Project X matches when most of the current Akuma roster were playing as Project X, and crucially made accurate pre-match bets on the outcome of the Virtus Pro versus Akuma match in the CIS RMR event, the conduct of which the match is subject to current public cheating allegations against Akuma. What the ESIC has identified, including betting and client information, match and player behavior analysis data, and alongside that, prior behavior data and other relevant information. They continued with the ESIC and their action being until the outcome of the investigation by Valve, or if it's asked to further investigate by the ESIC, ESIC is recommending to its tournament organizer members that they do not accept entries from Akuma or any team with a roster made up of more than 3 of the current Akuma players or any team associated with that former CEO of the roster. A comment from Ian Smith, the commissioner of the ESIC. He says, while ESIC has not undertaken a full investigation into the detail, extent, and validity of the particular instances of match-fixing behavior and the perpetrators of such behavior, information on hand would indicate that this is a matter worth investigating further. Certainly, if ESIC did have jurisdiction, we would have opened a full investigation based on what we already know. ESIC has therefore referred the evidence available to us to Valve for further consideration. So pretty much you got a former CEO of these guys. They have now gone on to form Team Akuma, but it seems that he, back then as well as currently, has been making several CSGO bets on suspicious matches, including a pre-match bet. We don't know the size of that bet, correctly predicting the outcome of Akuma versus Virtus Pro, which was a very large upset. There were other upsets, including Navi against Akuma, that could have been bet on, but this investigation only talking about a suspicious bet placed on one of those matches. And so this draws a lot of open-ended questions. By the way, that player that responded initially has now responded yet again, denying all of these claims and offering to fully cooperate with the ESIC with Team Akuma in their further investigation. So it's a pretty solid response, if you do ask me. A lot of players out there quoting the ESIC investigation because it would make sense. There were so many suspicions to now match fixing being involved. Let's remember the initial accusations were for cheating, and now the ESIC has come in and said suspect of match fixing. Can this even be proven that Akuma cheated, given the information we know from s1mple about some things that just weren't available during the event? That's going to be a way trickier thing, you have to imagine. So 15 CIS teams accuse one team of cheating. s1mple suspicious. Navi coach says for sure they are. They deny it. Now the ESIC has jumped in and suspected someone formerly tied to the entire roster of suspect betting, which could even be involving match fixing. So is it match fixing? Is it cheating? Is it both? That is still an unknown question. That is still, by the way, an accusation made towards this team. Unless there is a further investigation, all we have right now is ESIC saying, hey, TOs, you shouldn't allow this team to be playing together. But we don't know anything 100%. So keep that in mind. I'm sure there's going to be more talk about this, but how crazy, huh? Valve clearly has to step it up. ESIC, by the way, certainly has their hands full with everything still freaking ongoing from the match fixing stuff with the Valorant and CSGO pros. And now we just keep on throwing crap at them and expecting them to spit stuff out on time. Can we just all stop cheating for a second and give them a breather? Till next time, take care of yourself. I'll see you back here sometime soon. Drink up, stay hydrated, and take care of yourselves. Okay, bye.